sorry, that's for a Democrat show.
Let me know when you're ready.
No matter what the technical difficulty is, this man is a professional. He goes all the way.
What you represent to them is freedom.
Was an extremely great conservative commentator. We're tearing it up on Wednesday night. This is awesome. This
will allow me to retort.
Well, this is Jersey Joe for the Reaver of Common Sense show. 8 p.m. on shrmedia.com.
Actually, I just totally screwed up. This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover is here. We have expanded it 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How's everybody doing today? As you can tell, I'm actually in a pretty good mood. I don't know why, but I am. I'll take it. Yesterday, I was listening to the confirmation hearings, and there was a lot of asinine stuff said. And I did not catch the moron's name. And this guy, he takes the cake. He takes the cake. And I'm telling you, the Democrats are jumping the shark right now. They are, they are making the most idiotic comments. I understand they back the climate change idea. That's fine. You know, you have a right to believe in whatever you want. You have the right to be a dumbass. But during the confirmation hearing, this moron starts asking Rex, Tillerson, about climate change. And Rex comes out and he's like, listen, not all the science is settled. There's science going both ways. He doesn't not believe in it, but he doesn't buy into all the bullshit, which I was glad to hear. But this moron Democrat, I don't know if he was a senator or a House member, but he turns around and says that the climate change started the civil war in Syria. I about shit myself when I heard this idiot utter the words that climate change started the civil war in Syria. Has nothing to do with President Assad being a dictator. You know, the Democrats got to make excuses for their fellow dictators. Has nothing to do with Assad using chemical weapons on his own people. Has nothing to do with Assad starving his own people. No, it has to do with Mother Nature, which changes weather, the earth. Oh my God. Hang on. he's talking about different levels of the sea. And it's just like, listen. The continent, there's continental drift, it's called. You have rising of land masses. Some land masses are going down. Doesn't mean the sea level. And then NASA actually came out and said there's no change in the sea level. But this guy wants to keep with rhetoric. Because once a lie's good, you stay with the lie. Oh, it just... See, I wouldn't be able to do one of those confirmation hearings. I'd be like, zip it. Just zip it. I'm not dealing with your moronic comments. If you want to lie, do it on your time. Don't be sitting here spouting your lies to me because I'm going to call you out. Or they have General Mathis's confirmation hearings are going on right now. And, of course, the Democrat is misquoting what Trump said about NATO. Well, you're going to make sure he doesn't leave NATO and da-da-da-da. That's not what he said. He was talking about financial. And I've said for a while, why is it that we always have to carry the heavy burden? I think we carry enough of the heavy burden with our men and women's life. We send them in and to defend these foreign countries. And they usually end up losing their lives. And then we have all these same countries bashing us for it. But it also I'm so sick of a lot of this shit. I am. If NATO doesn't want to step up, and that's it. Oh, look at how great socialism is. Look at it working in Europe. Yeah, they don't have to pay for their own military because we're over there protecting them. We have the burden, so they get to, party up. And now that even Obama backed down our military, we can't protect them much. Now they're bitching because they got to protect themselves. And they have to shut down a lot of other social programs. Boo-hoo. Boo-hoo. It's a joke. It's absolutely a joke. Now, with the Jeff Sessions confirmation hearing, they try to ding him, and I don't think they did. They did diddly to him. If anything, they made him look better because it came out with a lot of accusations and no facts, no nothing. Just, he's a racist. That's it. There was no substance behind it. Just a lot of blind accusations. And there was several gentlemen that I saw, and they were black gentlemen that worked with Sessions, and no, he's not. We've seen him fight for civil rights. They were there when he put the KKK in Alabama out of business. The problem is, they know he's not going to protect the illegal immigrants. He's going to kick them out. They know he's going to follow the law and prosecute criminals. These same ones that the Democrats have been coddling. They know he's going to protect the Second Amendment rights of people. They know he's going to follow the law, and that's what he's done over his career. He has said several times it's not always that he agrees with what he has to do, but it's the laws on the books, so he upholds those laws. It's not a hard concept, people. Man, I wish I could have been very lax with the laws like these Democrats are back in my day of EMS. It's hold on one second. There's so many. It's been lawlessness going on for so long. It's ridiculous. We got to do better. There's laws on the books. We need to follow them. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's just we have been going on this path, doing whatever we want. The Democrats have been championing for the lowest denominator of scum that are in this country. They have been championing for these criminals. Not all criminals are scumbags. Some of them pay their dues and some of them made mistakes. I understand that. I heard a woman bitching the other day. I think it was during the confirmation hearings. She was a protester and she's screaming, when do criminals get their voting rights back? It's not fair. This is something that was ingrained in me by my teachers in grade school, that if you break the law and you go to jail, you lose your rights. One of them is you lose your right to vote. You show that you do not have the maturity, you do not have the brain power to choose between right and wrong, and the ability to make the right choices. So you don't have a right to vote. You lose your constitutional right there. Don't break the law and you'll be able to vote. And it's not every criminal loses. I mean, it's, I don't know. I think it's a simple concept. Don't break the law, you'll be able to vote. Come into the country legally. Come in here with That's funny because right now, buddy of mine's listening. Hey, he just told me he can hear me typing. I got this keyboard is a gaming keyboard, and I know you can hear me typing when I'm. So you know when I'm typing also because I get a little quiet because I can't do think and talk and type. God, that's even hard to say. Think and talk and type. I'm on a game while we do this, just putzing around, and I'm talking to Crash is on there, and I told you guys, myself and Crash, we've been friends for a very long time, and we played this game together. Shut up, Crash. He's asked, could I walk and chew gum at a time? I'm not a blonde woman. I was going to say my niece. I love my niece, but she's... Oh, she's asked some weirdest questions over the year. And right now I can't think of any of her top-of-the-line ones. She's smart, very, very smart, but at the same time she could be very... Yes, I am blonde, Crash, I know that. Shut it. She's very smart, but at the same time she could be very gullible, innocent. Now back to, but I want to get back to talking about the topics. Thanks, Crash. Getting me off topic. They tried dinging up Sessions, and I think they made a stronger case for him. I'm sorry, the rhetoric I heard. Okay, the first day of the confirmation hearing. Oh, I got to give her credit. Feinstein yesterday. Senator Feinstein got a pacemaker installed yesterday, and she's at Capitol Hill today at one of the confirmation hearings. I rail on her all the time, but I'm going to give her credit for, she had a pretty nasty procedure, and she's up and about. But at yesterday's confirmation hearing, you had the Democrats in that black caucus. They showed up, and that's fine. The first day was for questioning Jeff Sessions. The second day, which was yesterday, was people making comments, and that's what it appeared to me. So you had these first time a senator and a couple House members that wanted to speak out against Sessions, which kind of pissed me off because the one, he Booker, senator from New Jersey, all he was trying to do is make a political statement so that next year or in 2020, he has aspirations of running for president. He had aspirations in 2016, but he's got some skeletons in his closet he needs to clean up. So he's trying to go out there, and a lot are calling him Obama light without the he doesn't have the ability to get the people all riled up with his speeches. And he's out there and trying to accuse Sessions of being a racist and all this. And never gives any proof. And what's really hurting him is last year he did this big thing talking highly and thanking Sessions for his ever tireless work fighting for the civil rights. But now, today, or yesterday, he's out there trying to say that he does not uphold the civil rights. How do you go and change that story so quick? Last year, when it suited you and he fought to help with the civil rights on a few things, you were there to celebrate Jeff Sessions. Now this year, because he's running for Attorney General, and it's going to screw your party over, you're going to go out there and condemn the man. No, you're not a hypocrite. You're not out there trying to score political points. No. You look like an idiot. And then what's worse is another senator goes out there. He gives a great speech on the civil rights and how it went down in the 60s and all that. And I was like, damn, there was a lot of shit that went on in the 60s. The protesting. He got beat by police and all that. But I'm sitting there trying to understand that doesn't apply to right now. How does that apply to Jeff Sessions? It doesn't. And he just kept going on and on and on. And then he was done. Now, in between those two, I think it was, there's a black gentleman. He's a lawyer out of Alabama. And he gives this story of he's in private practice. And then he gets a phone call from Jeff Sessions. And, he admitted he heard all the stories on the radio TV that Jeff Sessions, this big racist. So he said he was fearful of talking to him because, Jeff Sessions is a racist. He didn't want to talk to a racist. But he took the phone call. And it's Jeff Sessions that wants to bring him up to the state level as an attorney. And he even said he was cautious of doing it because, does he want to work for a racist? And he says as he learned more about Jeff Sessions, none of the media accusations were true. He worked hand in hand with them, putting the KKK, in some instances, away for life, shutting down their organizations through financial cases. Jeff Sessions said he's had to do stuff with states that he did not agree with in Alabama, but it was the law, and he had to follow the law as the state's attorney. That's his job, is to enforce the laws on the books. He doesn't get to pick and choose like the last two attorney generals did. I don't like that law. I'm not going to follow that law. I wish we could do that. Damn. I don't feel like following no robbery of banks law today. I could use some money to pay my bills. So, I'm just going to ignore that today. Don't you wish every everyday person could do that? So after that, another member of the Black Caucus comes up and he starts going on about how dare they have them come at the last day. That is not right. Making them come the last day. even though that's the way the confirmation hearing goes. How dare they do that? That's the same as pushing them to the back of the bus? It was just like, really? You're going to go there with that? That right there? Nope. Fuck you. I'm not listening to you. But anyway, he gets done yammering away and making accusations with no substance, no anything. And another black gentleman comes up. This one was or is a sheriff in Alabama. And he starts ripping the politicians apart, pointing out they probably don't even know Jeff Sessions. And I'm seeing if I can find a video clip. It was great. I mean, it just. Listen, we're going to take a quick break. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here. Well, if I had, I know I set this up correctly before the show, and it's not there. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio. We will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show, also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com, and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Good morning.
I'm Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Okay, folks, that's not how it goes. I think I'm Shannon, and you're
think so.
Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. We are The Right Way with Shannon and Mike.
Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Live on SHR Media.
And on TECN.
Where we'll be talking about all kinds of things.
From sports and politics.
To food and entertainment.
To money.
Family.
And anything else in between.
Community, holidays, all kinds of things.
It'll be great. Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Now, at Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our Gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet. Via the glorious SHR Media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to Ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cow for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover's here, and we have expanded it 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. So I found some video, and I got it kind of queued up. So we're going to go and listen to the confirmation. I couldn't find what the gentleman's name is. What we'll find, I think it's Chuck Canterbury.
Now I call on Mr. Smith.
Chairman Grassley, members of the committee, I ask that my written statement be made a part of the record.
It will be, and that's true of Senator Booker and anybody else that didn't get their entire statement put in the record. It will be in the record, yes.
It's an honor for me to be here today to support Senator Sessions to be the next Attorney General of the United States of America. He will do an outstanding job. The American people had an opportunity to witness yesterday through his testimony a brilliant legal mind, a man of the highest character and great integrity. Let me briefly address this legal mind. As a staffer, your job is to always be more prepared than the member. Senator Sessions made this difficult. I remember one hearing where I was passing Senator Sessions note after note to make sure he was prepared. When he didn't speak on the topic I handed him, I would hand him another note on another topic. Finally, he decided to speak. He did as he did in his testimony yesterday. He crushed it. Senator Sessions was not ignoring my notes. He was systematically thinking about how to put all the notes together in one speech. A number of my colleagues were amazed by his speech. They asked me afterwards, "What did you say to him in those notes?" I told them I had handed Senator Sessions a blank sheet of paper and told him to make me look good, and that's what he did. Senator Sessions spent yesterday proving to the American people that he understands the law, will disperse it equally, and he made a bunch of staffers look good. A lot has been said about Senator Sessions' character. We've seen people who have never met Senator Sessions claim to know him and know his heart. We've seen members of this body and members of the House of Representatives just now who have worked with Senator Sessions and praised him for his work and now turn to attack him. This should not be. The reason we did not see a lot of this yesterday during the hearing is because the members of this committee know Senator Sessions. You know he's a strong conservative, but you also know he's fair and honest. If you disagree with Senator Sessions because of his political views, let's have a conversation about that. But let's do it on the facts, not on 30 years of old innuendos and allegations that have been disproven. There's something very consistent about praising Senator Sessions for aiding African American communities in working on crack and powder cocaine legislation, and then criticizing him because he takes a different political view on another matter like immigration. Enforcing immigration laws is not out of the mainstream. On the panel that testified before this one, there were personal attack after personal attack after personal attack. I doubt any one of those individuals attacking Senator Sessions outside of yesterday has spent 30 minutes in the same room with him. That's 30 minutes in the same room, not 30 minutes talking to him. I doubt any of them have spent 30 minutes or 10 minutes talking to Senator Sessions.
As he did that, he looked right over at the senator and the House members. He looked right at them as he said that. That was just beautiful.
This process should be about facts, not about political aspirations. Every allegation and witness from 30 years ago has been discredited. Members in the media.
And I misspoke. This is not Chuck Canterbury. This is Mr. William Smith.
Should move on. Senator Sessions testified yesterday that he would enforce the laws whether he agreed with them or not. That's the role of the Attorney General, not to embrace every point of view in the shifting political winds. If you come before Jeff Sessions, you will get equal justice and you will respect the outcome even if you lose. How do I know this? I know it because I know Jeff Sessions. I'm not testifying as someone who just met him yesterday. I know his family. I've dined at his house. We've eaten Johnny Rockets burgers together. I've traveled across the state of Alabama with Jeff Sessions. I've watched him order a Heath Blizzard at Dairy Queen, quote, heavy on the Heath. I've watched him prepare for hearings. I've debated him on legislative matters. I've written speeches for him. I've made speeches on his behalf. I've been in every political situation with him. Senator Sessions is unquestionably qualified for the job for which he has been nominated. He is a good Christian man and a good family man. He is a man who's dedicated his life to public service. And in the course of that, he has actually fought for the disenfranchised. He fought for sentencing reform. And not only did he fight for it, he accomplished it. He fought for civil rights. He prosecuted members of the Ku Klux Klan. And most importantly, he has fought for the liberty of all Americans, regardless of the color of their skin or their personal beliefs. This is the way it should be. After 20 years of knowing Senator Sessions, I have not seen the slightest evidence of racism because it does not exist. I know a racist when I see one, and I've seen more than one, but Jeff Sessions is not one. Senator Sessions has served with distinction throughout his career as a United States Attorney, as Attorney General for Alabama, and as a member of this body. The legal profession is better for his service. This body is better for his service. And this country, at the end of his term, will be better for his service. In every season, Jeff Sessions has been measured, courteous, and kind. He has treated me and everyone respectfully and fairly, not showing favoritism at any point. This is the kind of Attorney General that our nation needs. I applaud his selection. I look forward to his swift confirmation. Thank you, and War Eagle.
And it's they're going after him for political points, not on any fact base. Zero fact base. It's unbelievable. They go after him because they know he's going to tear them apart. They know Hillary's in trouble and they won't be able to protect Hillary. They make baseless accusations because you can't disprove a negative, and that's all they do. That's the Democrat Party. That is the Alinsky way. You make accusations that cannot be disproven, and you try to make them chase that negative so they can't talk about their points. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show. Also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com, and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Good morning.
I'm Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Okay, folks, that's not how it goes. I think I'm Shannon, and you're Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. We are The Right Way with Shannon and Mike.
Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Live on SHR Media.
And on TECN.
Where we'll be talking about all kinds of things.
From sports and politics.
To food and entertainment.
To money.
Family.
And anything else in between.
Community, holidays, all kinds of things.
It'll be great. Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR Media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cow for the stupid program.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe. And I'm here to make sense out of the senseless. Well, at least try to. These confirmation hearings have been somewhat comical. And the protesters, I mean, really, you look like a bunch of idiots. Idiots, I tell you, idiots. Come on. Imagine if we acted like this back in 2008 and 12. Oh, my God. Wait a minute. We did block some of the confirmations, and the Democrats changed the rules so that we couldn't block. That's right. And now they want the rules to go back so they could do the blocking, and yeah, about that. Go pound sand up your ass, Democrats. Canada. Oh, God. A Canadian organization has asked city residents to register as non-racist. Let that sink in for a second. They are asking residents to sign this form online saying you're not a racist, and then you'll become a card-carrying non-racist. So, that means if I could be a racist and I just lie, I get I have a proof that I'm not racist, though. So if someone calls me a racist, I can pull up. No. According to this organization, I am not racist. When in actuality, they are racist, and it makes that organization look like idiots. Dumbest idea. Their idea is that this will make people be nicer to each other. By taking this online pledge, supporters are making a personal commitment to understand, stand against, and act to eliminate racism and discrimination. It only takes a few seconds to go online and fill out the form. When you click submit, your pledge is added to a running count of those who have also taken the pledge. There are so many different cultures in Canada. We face the challenge of acceptance and inclusion every day. Yeah, about that. Are you having those foreigners do the same thing and say how they will try to blend in with Canadian life. Oh, no, you have to bend to theirs. You have to change your whole culture to their culture. So the needs of the many are not as important as that one person. The organization believes that by having the whole of the community signatures on this, they've done their best to stop racism. Asking you to sign an online form is stopping racism. Right now, I want to go to the wall and start banging my head against it. That is the dumbest, moronic comments I've ever seen in my... No, I don't want to say that because I have seen worse. But you get the point. This is just... It's stupidity at its finest. I'm surprised. I'm waiting for the Democrat. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. You know, backfire. I mean, the Democrats come up with these dumbass ideas and they get overtaken by the right. Kind of smarter than the average bear we are. It just, holy shit. I can't sign the form and then you're not a racist anymore. We talked about this last night on Southside Much Show. The U.S. government gave Brown University $5 million for a study. The study was, do frat boys drink more than non-frat boys? I could have saved them $5 million. I've never went to college. And I could tell you right now, frat boys, and what they mean by frat boys, which I think is very unflattering to them. They're labeling people from an organization. How dare they do that? I thought that was unacceptable labeling. But, yes, they drink more. Yeah, many crickets. Are Democrats really that friggin' stupid? I'm telling you, Crash came up with a good idea last night. We're going to start our own study. And I already cleared it with my wife as long as we get millions of dollars from the government. And we're going to go find out if college sorority girls are more promiscuous than non-sorority girls. I think we can get about at least 10, 20 million. I mean, there's going to be a lot of travel. There's a lot of medical that needs to be taken care of with that. There's a lot of rubbers that need to be bought with that. I mean, hey, the studies don't come cheap. Yeah, I know I'd have a line of guys lining up for that study. Oh, I'll volunteer for that. You don't even have to pay me. I'll volunteer for it. Squeaky, 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 bouncy, bouncy, bouncy. My God, it's the stupidity. You talk about waste of money. And then at the same time, I have another study I want to do. Do termites choke on splinters? I want to answer that question. I really... Hang on, I'm trying to find something real quick. I want to be able to answer that question for Beck once and for all. So that we can honestly say yes or no whether a terminate can choke on a splinter. I think that one's going to cost, probably closer to $20 million. Now watch someone actually takes that idea, goes to the government, and gets $20 million. We got a lot of confirmation hearings. Change subject for a second. We got a lot of confirmation hearings today. We got the Carson hearing, Mattis, and several others. And, they're still got WikiLeaks going. Oh. Ay. Unbelievable. What else do we have coming? This was also by a senator put in for oh my God, there was also a study. Not a study, but it was government. $2 million of government funds were given up for development of a comedy club that would feature holographic performances. I've heard of the study. It was several $1 million. Why are, dykes? And that's why I heard it as with the study, so don't jump on me. Why are dykes heavyset women? A majority of those that butch, that's what it was, butch, I'm sorry. Why are butch lesbians heavyset? The studies that we waste money on. A shrimp on a treadmill. Why do snakes attack that is a certain type of mouse or something in a hole? It's like, seriously, we waste money on that. Yeah. God help us. We're so screwed as a country sometimes. I can't believe how bad we are. We need to do better. Way better. Way better. Come on, we're better than that. Listen, after the break, we're going to get to CNN's fake news with BuzzFeed. And they got slammed by Trump, and they deserved. They're getting... A lot of people are slamming them, but you also had the liberal Sam Shepard on Fox sticking up for CNN for giving out fake information. We'll return right after the important messages. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio. We will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show, also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com, and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Good morning.
I'm Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Okay, folks, that's not how it goes. I think I'm Shannon, and
I
you're
think so.
Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. We are The Right Way with Shannon and Mike.
Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Live on SHR Media.
And on TECN.
Where we'll be talking about all kinds of things.
From sports and politics.
To food and entertainment.
To money.
Family.
And anything else in between.
Community, holidays, all kinds of things.
It'll be great. Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR Media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to Ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on shrmedia.com and highplainsdailynews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cop for the stupid promo.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking, drinking, drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on shrmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the Unpleasant Blind Guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense show. I am your host, Jersey Joe. And I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? We got adults that are going to be in office in under 8 days. That is going to be such a relief. Let me give you the countdown. "7 days, 23 hours, and 52 minutes. Until the adults take back control of this country." And the liberals and the liberal media has been doing everything it can, to try to damage Trump. They've been supposed leaks. The leaks are unbelievable. And the fake news that's coming out, holy. Now, I had read this report from CNN when it first came out. I read it. Let me see. I wasn't going to do it, but I think we need to do it. The CNN article that came out, when was it? Tuesday. Because I remember, I was watching the confirmation hearings with Jeff Sessions, and Al Franken, he made sure to run out there. He made sure to run out there and throw this into Jeff Sessions' face, that CNN's reporting that Russia has classified information to blackmail. And it's... The unedited article CNN ran is classified documents presented last week to President Obama and President-elect Trump, which has been already dismissed as being false. Included allegations that Russian operatives claim to have compromising personal and financial information about Mr. Trump. Multiple U.S. officials with direct knowledge of the briefings tell CNN. Guess what? Never happened. CNN made that part up. The allegations were presented in a 2-page synopsis that was appended to a report on Russian interference in the 2016 election. The allegations came in part from memos compiled by former British intelligence operatives, whose past work U.S. intelligence officials consider credible. No one knows who this is. There's even question if this person even exists. The FBI is investigating the credibility and accuracy of these allegations, which is based primarily on information from Russian source, but has not confirmed many essential details in the memos about Mr. Trump. None of it was verified. I mean, everybody, I don't want to go through this whole thing. I don't want to waste my time. The classified briefings last week were presented by four of the senior. It goes on to Clapper, Comey, Brennan, Rogers. Clapper just came out today and said, no, never happened. It's CNN put out unverified information, made up a story with BuzzFeed, whether they worked together or they just blindly followed BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed admitted that there was no verification of this story. A lot of news agencies said, yes, we had this since August, this story. We could not verify a single thing, and we weren't going to put a story that has no verification whatsoever. They talk about a 35-page compilation of the memo. They really go in and slather they give all these important details that try to make the story look real. And one of the things they tried to hit Trump, well, he's into golden showers. It's nothing more than an attempt to attack Trump. They have lowered themselves. Imagine for a moment, this is 2008, and a conservative, Fox News, did this to Obama. Imagine the response. Imagine it. None of these people have been able to be confirmed to actually exist. CNN has admitted they erred on this. They should have never ran that story. Well, at first they did, and now they're trying to double down why they did it. And it's the readers can decide what they believe and don't believe. But wait a minute. They said the fake news. We have to stop it. We can only put out 120% verified pieces of information. And again, the left is leading its way with fake news. It doesn't surprise me Clinton News Network did this. It doesn't surprise me that a scumbag website like BuzzFeed ran with it. Okay, I'm watching in the confirmation for CIA director, and this, I think, senator wants to know about child care and something to deal with birthing of children. What the la does that have to do with CIA? God, they have lost their friggin' mind. Seriously, the left has gone batshit crazy. I don't know. This fake news, though, it's holy. Oh, and I laughed my ass off. I don't know who that is, so I don't answer. Fox News, or excuse me, Trump held his first press conference yesterday. And, CNN tried asking Trump a question. And Trump wouldn't respond at first to him. And nope. You're fake news, And the guy was rude. Starts yelling at Trump and just making an absolute scene. Again, could you imagine it if it was a Obama news conference and that happened? Obama would yank his credentials faster than he made a scene. It's absolutely ridiculous how they acted. Your news agency acted like a child, reported fake news as if it was real, then try to make excuses for doing it. And you want to know why you were not allowed to ask a question. You showed with total disdain how you're not looking at facts. You're trying to create news, your organization. So I wouldn't talk to you either. There's other agencies out there. He's not cutting out the press. He's just not dealing with one fake news. Now, also, I want to throw something in real quick. It's now coming out about the Fort Lauderdale airport shooter. He had converted to being a Muslim years ago. He downloaded terrorist propaganda and recorded Islamic religious music online. Now, converting to Muslim does not make him a terrorist, but everything else that has gone on kind of fits in with the whole I'm a terrorist. So you be the judge, you take the information and do with it as you see fit. I'm going to pull CNN. But, oh, by the way, this has been verified that he converted to being a Muslim and was downloading extremist information. It's... And it was CNN went on to say that the Clinton news networks noted that while the former British intelligence officer work is credible, the specific allegations presented in the documents have produced inconsistencies and have yet to be confirmed. Yet to be confirmed. None of it was confirmable. The news is turning into they're bullies. They think they have the right to deal with everything, be everywhere, because we are the news. We have the constitutional right. They post articles that are outright lies, but we have a First Amendment right to say what we want. Unless you're a Republican, then you can't say what you want. There's still something called journalistic integrity, which none of these people have. Time and time again, we've learned what they're really about. I can't believe it. And it's a bullying tactic done by the left. Then they're all shocked when they get hammered for it. What? Us? We made a mistake. We're sorry. We knew it was not verified. We knew it not to be true. But we still published it anyway. We don't understand what the issue is. It's like, seriously, dude? Seriously? Enough. I have had enough. Enough. Snuffleupagus. It's getting ridiculous. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio. We will be right back.
Conservative media done right. You're listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show, also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com, and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Good morning.
I'm Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Okay, folks, that's not how it goes. I think I'm Shannon, and
I
you're
think so.
Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. We are The Right Way with Shannon and Mike.
Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Live on SHR Media.
And on TECN.
Where we'll be talking about all kinds of things.
From sports and politics.
To food and entertainment.
To money.
Family.
And anything else in between.
Community, holidays, all kinds of things.
It'll be great. Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR Media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to Ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on SHRmedia.com and HighPlainsDailyNews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. That you didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean,
Dude, I'm not saying cough for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint,
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on SHRmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its hosts, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm making sense out of the senseless. The Jersey Takeover has expanded to 2 hours every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm absolutely amazed. The media has turned into bullies. They try pushing people around. They're trying to push people into a certain way of thinking. They're trying to force people to have a certain way of thinking. They think they control everything. They try to create news instead of report news. They don't like the candidate, so they're trying to create news on them. Where I wonder where all this outrage was. I mean, again, we had a president who was directly attacking him, who was wiretapping him. Remember, Obama's administration wanted to put a government official in all the newsrooms to approve of the news before it was reported. I'm sure everybody forgot about that little tidbit. You want to talk about Russia? That was more communism, more dictatory than even I could imagine that they would have tried. Remember, it was them, not the Republicans, that wanted to put a government official in all the newsrooms. And yet they cry when Trump goes directly to the people to talk. The news as a whole, mainstream media, was silent. When Obama's administration attacked them, prevented them from being part of his entourage. He blocked them from multiple activities, and they cheered it. Now they try to create issues and news when Trump does something similar. Well, I don't buy it. And all these press conferences have turned into is gotcha moments. And these press briefings are just gotcha moments. Whether it's the administration getting the reporters or the reporters getting the administration. It's about ratings, not news. It's about ratings, not facts. It's about web hits for their advertisements on the web pages. They know that a lot of people were not going to be reading the actual article, but the headline gave a huge misinformation, and people are going to take that as fact, and CNN knew it. They still know it. They try to justify their actions. It is getting to be absolutely ridiculous with the mainstream media. Instead of trying to straighten their act out, they're getting worse by the moment. They're not getting better. It seems to be getting worse. I thought maybe after Obama left office, they might get a little of their dignity back and go back to being reporters. But they become too used to being mouthpieces for the parties. Then they wonder why their ratings are going down. Then they wonder why people are going to alternate media for their information. They treat and think we the people are these moronic lemmings that just blindly follow. And is there some on the left that do? Yes, there is. Is there some on the right? Yes, there is. But a majority of the Americans, well, with everything that's going on, they have woken up and are not buying the bullshit anymore. They're going to alternate media like, Reaver of Common Sense, of course. Who doesn't want to come here? Hey, wait a minute.
CNN's Jim.
Missed it. Yeah, Trump just. Seeing if I can find some video. All right, let's see what we got. Let's play this.
With numerous candidates. They're outstanding in every case. They were largely recommended and highly recommended.
Now think about it if this was an Obama press conference.
Jim DeMint was also very much involved in his group, which is fantastic, and he's a fantastic guy. Then Saturday, as you know, we're having a big church service, and lots of good things are happening. So our first day, and you'll all be invited to the signings, but we'll be doing some pretty good signings on Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and then also the next week, and you're all invited. But on the Supreme Court, I'll be making that decision, and it'll be a decision which I very strongly believe in. I think it's one of the reasons I got elected. I think the people of this country did not want to see what was happening with the Supreme Court. So I think it was a very, very big decision as to why I was elected.
Mr. President-elect, the tweet that you had this morning about are we living in Nazi Germany, what were you driving at there? What are you trying to tell the
I think it was disgraceful that the intelligence agencies allowed any information that turned out to be so false and fake out. I think it's a disgrace. And I say that, and that's something that Nazi Germany would have done and did do. I think it's a disgrace. That information that was false and fake and never happened got released to the public. As far as BuzzFeed, which is a failing pile of garbage, writing it, I think they're going to suffer the consequences. They already are. And as far as CNN going out of their way to build it up, and by the way, we just found out I was coming down. Michael Cohen. Michael Cohen is a very talented lawyer. He's a good lawyer in my firm. It was just reported that it wasn't this Michael Cohen they were talking about. So all night long, it's Michael Cohen. I said, I want to see your passport. He brings his passport to my office.
And he did.
I say, hey, wait a minute. He didn't leave the country. He wasn't out of the country. They had Michael Cohen of the Trump Organization was in Prague. It turned out to be a different Michael Cohen. It's a disgrace what took place. It's a disgrace. And I think they ought to apologize to start with Michael Cohen.
Since you're attacking us, can you give us a question?
This is CNN.
Go ahead. President-elect, since you are attacking our news organization, can you give us a chance? You are attacking our news organization. Can you give us a chance to ask a question, sir? Sir, can you state, Mr. President-elect, can you state categorically, Mr. President-elect, can you give us a question? You're attacking us. Can you give us a question? Can you give us a question?
I'm not going to give you a question.
Can you state categorically,
you are fake news.
Sir, can you state categorically that nobody, no, Mr. President-elect, that's not appropriate.
It's not appropriate how he's acting.
Obama went.
It wasn't appropriate for him to make a big scene like that. Now imagine that was a Obama press conference. Number one, how would the left media reacted to that? How would the Obama administration reacted to that? If that was Fox News acting like that, there would be hell to pay by the Obama administration. They would be going after Fox. Not that they didn't. They've been going after Fox for years. But their freedom of the press is alive and well. We don't attack the press. Just because they've held Obama's feet to the fire. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's... But that's acceptable. But CNN should take that guy, suspend him from doing any of those press conferences. He embarrassed CNN. But then again, the Clinton News Network doesn't care. Because they have this imaginary world they live in that everybody loves them and they think they're winning. I don't know why a single advertiser would go with that failing organization. And he should be apologizing for his outburst. It seems that these idiots They got a personal issue, and they're taking it into their professional atmosphere. Which I always thought should not happen. These people are bringing their personal feelings, and it's affecting their professional work. You're listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, and we will be right back.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
Hey, it's Sean from the Sackheads Radio Show, also one of the owners here at the SHR Media Network. Are you opinionated? Have you ever wanted to do your own show? Have you ever heard somebody like the Sackheads and go, yeah, I could probably do that better? Well, now's your chance. Send me a 5-minute clip at sackheadsradio@gmail.com, and maybe you can be part of the SHR broadcasting team. sackheadsradio@gmail.com.
Good morning.
I'm Michael Wright.
And I'm Shannon Wright.
Okay, folks, that's not how it goes. I think I'm Shannon, and you're
so.
Michael.
Yeah.
Okay. We are The Right Way with Shannon and Mike.
Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Live on SHR Media.
And on TECN.
Where we'll be talking about all kinds of things.
From sports and politics.
To food and entertainment.
To money.
Family.
And anything else in between.
Community, holidays, all kinds of things.
It'll be great. Join us from 7 to 9 a.m. Eastern Time.
Now, Brownells, we know you may have only one shot to harvest that trophy, so we have thousands of accessories and replacement parts to improve your chances. We know how much you love to shoot, so our gunsmiths articles and videos will help you do more and get more out of your guns. We also value your hard work and money. That's why only Brownells backs up everything we sell with a 100% unconditional lifetime guarantee. Brownells, the world's largest supplier of firearm accessories and gunsmithing tools.
The bloviating Zeppelin. He's big-footed enough radio shows to last a lifetime, courtesy of Sean, Clint, Ken, and Jersey Joe. Now it's time for him to waddle on his own 2 feet via the glorious SHR Media. Gird thy loins for the bloviating Zeppelin's Berserk Bobcat Saloon. Coming soon to Ossicles near you. Excelsior.
Breaking news. According to the latest report coming out of SHR Media, a merchandise store to support both the Reaver of Common Sense and SHR Media has just been unleashed to the general public. Be forewarned that this site can be contagious and numerous items can be purchased to support the best news programming. Go to Reaver.one website and click on the store link to check out the merchandise.
Listening to Reaver of Common Sense, hosted by my dad, Jersey Joe. Beware, the Jersey Takeover is here. Every Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch the Reaver of Common Sense show, hosted by Jersey Joe, right here on SHRmedia.com and HighPlainsDailyNews.com. Only Jersey can deliver hell like no one else, so consider this your fair warning.
In a world controlled by corrupt politicians,
You got a business. You didn't build that.
a team of ordinary men emerge from the ashes to give voice to the voiceless and hope to the hopeless. Sackhead Sean.
Dude, I'm not saying cough for the stupid pro.
Sackhead Clint.
All good friends of ours usually show up drunk.
Also starring Sacco as the producer.
I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
They are the Sackheads Radio Show. Every Wednesday at 8 p.m. Pacific on SHRmedia.com.
Every Wednesday night, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you can catch the Southside Mutt Show with its host, the Jersey Boys, Jersey Joe and Crash, right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio, where we will be digging up the dirt.
Times are dark. The people misled by corrupt politicians, lied to by establishment media, and deceived by the false messages of Islam. A nation in confusion needs a guide. It needs a man with a cane. I'm Dave Milner. Join me on Spreaker, SHR Media, High Plains Talk Radio, Live Rebooting Liberty, and YouTube for a unique brand of commentary on the unpleasant blind guide. Because truth is not always pleasant.
Listening to the SHR Media Network.
This show contains language that some viewers may find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. And now on to the show. And welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. Yeah. Sorry about that. Welcome back to the Reaver of Common Sense. I am your host, Jersey Joe, and I'm trying to make sense out of the senseless. I got news feeds up and all that, and they're talking about the Cory Booker, and one of the... she's a liberal, and she's up there talking. Before I can get of it, she is admitting that it was not smart of Cory Booker. He looks like he's a hypocrite. Last year, when it suited him, he was praising Jeff Sessions, and for political reasons this year, he's slamming Jeff Sessions, all on the same subject of civil rights. Last year, he's praising him. This year, he's slamming him. But that's par for course of liberals. I wouldn't expect anything less out of them. Just like you could see that CNN is letting its bias get in the way of actually finding out what the facts are. They wanted to run that story so bad, and they did it right before a press conference, so that try to overtake the press conference instead of talking about substance. And it backfired on them. They don't realize that people are paying attention and they're not buying into all this bullshit. It backfired on them. Especially the creation of that whole fake news crap. That's really screwed them because now it's, they look like the fake news again, as they are. But it's ridiculous. They thought they would be overtake the presser with that. They thought that would be the only questions that asked. They hit it head on at the beginning. At the beginning of that press conference, they hit it head on. And there was a couple questions during the press, and they thought, okay, well, we're CNN. We're going to get asked a question. We're really going to lambaste them with this. And he just went, nope, I'm not dealing with you. You act like an idiot. And they're getting treated like an idiot. I'm not impressed by him. I'm really not. Am I supposed to, like, all of a sudden, because they put out a fake report, change my views of Trump? No, I'm not going to. Not impressed by it. Even the Facebook fact checkers are slamming her. It didn't help her. I'll tell you that. Or help them, I should say. What they did do is they gave me a lot to talk about today about it. They gave me ammunition more to slam them. I don't think they got the desired effect that they were looking for. All right. Because one of the claims they have is that Michael Cohen went to Prague to secretly meet with Russia. We have proof he went there. Even the State Department yesterday came out and said that Michael Cohen from Trump's organization has not been to Prague. He even said he was in L.A. at that time period, and they called him a liar. They need to come out and apologize to Michael Cohen. Then they came out, we found out it was a different Michael Cohen. Same birth year, different date. Oops. By reporting on and publishing a salacious and unsubstantiated and likely false dossier of these accusations against President-elect Donald Trump, CNN and BuzzFeed have actually hurt the media's ability to hold the new administration accountable in the future. Because now it's going to look like if they go after him, it's just retaliation and more fake news. Listen, it's... I want this administration to be held accountable. I do, whether I'm for them or not. This whole bullshit has hands of some Republicans in it, too. There's GOP consultant Rick Wilson's. There's accusations he's got his hands in it. John McCain has his hands in it. I'm not impressed here, people. But it reaffirms that there's this element, because they're so anti, they want this global government. They're dead set on attacking them. So it makes me question everything that comes out. And I don't really trust anything negative coming out after these actions. I mean, there's actions before the attacks. I mean, they cry about Hillary Clinton's email when all that information was true, what was being said. But it gets pushed to the side because WikiLeaks and Russia. And that's why the whole Russia thing is so that they don't have to talk about what's actually in those emails. I didn't hear the same media that's crying about Hillary in the emails. I don't hear them crying about that leaked audio tape of a private conversation. See the double standard that's going on with Trump? Protect Hillary and the Democrats. Attack Trump and the Republicans. I don't understand it. And again, I love how Trump handled it. He just refused to acknowledge them. Just because you're the press and you're there does not mean you have a right to ask questions. There's organizations that are not allowed to ask questions during these press conferences. Fox has been stopped from asking press questions during these conferences during the Obama years. So why does CNN get to make such a dust up? What gives them the right to act like idiots? Well, that'll be a discussion for another time. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense right here on SHR Media and High Plains Pundit Radio. I'll be back tomorrow. I want everybody to have a great day. Peace. You've been listening to the Reaver of Common Sense with its host, Jersey Joe. You can tune in every day, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on hppundit.com and shrmedia.com.